Hello students, after part 1 we are here in the next part. I think you all go through our part 1. If not, please go through it, then watch this video. Let's start today's video. Today in our topic is various component of computers. Let's see what is the components. First we have an input unit, then obviously an output unit, a storage unit, a central processing unit, and always a arithmetic and a logic unit. Let's discuss a brief discussion on this unit. First, what is input unit? It accepts the list of instructions and data from the outside world. It converts this instruction and data in computer acceptable format. We all know computer is only know the binary data, but when we send any instruction, it obviously in an analog format. So this input unit convert this analog signal or instruction into binary instruction, and also it supplies the converted instruction and data to the computer system for further process. This is the input unit of a computer. Then the output unit. It accepts the result produced by the computer which are in coded form and hence cannot be easily understood by us. I just said computer knows only binary, but we know the analog digits or analog instruction or analog signals. So when computer give us the result as a binary form, output unit convert this binary instruction into the analog instruction which is acceptable for us. It converts codes results to human acceptable format, which is analog format. It supplies the converted result to the outside world. This is the output unit. Then the storage unit. We all know a storage unit are used to store. It used to store all the data to be processed and the instructions required for processing, intermediate results of processing, and also it stores final results of processing before these results are released to an output device. So this is the storage unit. Next, this is the very important part, central processing unit, which we all know about as a CPU, which is, you can say, the brain of computer. Without a brain, a computer or a human, if you assume as a human, you do not do anything, you can't do anything without your brain. Just like that, a computer can't do anything without this CPU. It controls all internal and external devices, performs arithmetic and logical operations. The operations a microprocessor performs are called instruction set of this processor, which is hardwired. We all know about the instruction set because we go through our microprocessor subject, microprocessor 8085. So I wish you all know about this, and this instruction set go through this hardwired system. The control unit and the arithmetic and logical unit of a computer system are jointly known as the central processing unit. As we say, this is the brain of computer. And last but not the least, the arithmetic and logic unit. The arithmetic and logic unit of a computer system is the place where the actual execution of the instructions take place during the processing operations. All calculations are performed and comparisons are made in the ALU. All consist of circuits that perform arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Anything you can want to do, you have to use this unit, arithmetic and logic unit. This is the various components of computer. Today we will study on hardware and peripheral of computers. As we know, as a hardware, we must need a memory for operating our computer system. So if we give some divide into two parts of memory, here we go. Here we find at first primary memory, which is accessed directly by the processor, and also it is a fastest memory available, and each word is stored as well as it is volatile. That is, its contents are lost once power is switched off. We all know what is volatile. I just say its contents are lost once power is switched off, like RAM, but it must be needed for the fast processing. Second part of the memory is secondary memory, which is non-volatile, which can't lost any data till we delete them. It retains data when power is switched off, and it is large capacities to the tune of terabytes. It is cheaper as compared to primary memory. As you know, this is the you assume this is a hard disk or a CD or a pen drive or like that. So this is our main parts of memory, which was the main component of main component of hardware, or we must need it to store anything. Next, which is peripherals, and a peripheral is a device that is used to put information into or get information out of the computer. There are three different types of peripherals: input used to interact with or send data to the computer, like mouse, keyboards. This is the main input peripherals which we used to send the inputs. And next, the output peripherals are which provides output to the user from the computer, like monitors, printers, which is gives the output and visible for us. Next is storage. I just say which stored data processed by the computer, like hard drive, flash drive, or many things. This is the main of hardware and peripherals. That's all for today's topic. Thank you for watching. We expect you will stay with us and watch our next videos also. Thank you very much.